Klique. My name is Ty Myrick, and I'm a photographer. So the first time I found myself picking up a camera, I must have been about 17 years old. It was a film camera, very small, cheap Kodak film camera, but yet it was something that I had the ability to begin, understanding how pictures work and, getting nice exposures. And true enough, they were snapshots of friends and family, but it kind of progressed from that point. But that was my beginning. It was a Kodak cheap $10, I think maybe $15 Kodak camera. And from that point, I kind of advanced to a little bit more, expensive systems, but it wasn't until I got maybe about 6 years ago that I really picked up a professional system. Well, in my opinion, photography is definitely an art form. It is a way of expression, and the best pictures or the best photos, they often tell you a little bit about the photographer, themselves. And so I think that it is definitely an artistic expression, from the way you use lighting to convey a message to the composition of the photo. It is definitely an art form. Some of the things that I really like about photography is being a people person. I really love the aspect of how of working in teams. Number one, every photo shoot that I do, most photo shoots that I do, there is a team involved, and normally I'm working with makeup artists, hairstylists, maybe even assistants, but I love the ability of a team to come together to be able to create artwork. And then when you birth this thing, this art, this photo, that's just amazing how the team is able to celebrate and rally around that. I love that aspect of photography. It's the people aspect. In regards to things that I may not like as much, it can kind of sometimes go back to people, maybe people who don't have integrity, because it does make things a little bit harder when you're dealing with individuals who might not have integrity, who might, set up business and maybe they're not there when they say that they're going to be there, or, I understand things come up, but sometimes it's just, when it comes to dealing with people who don't have necessarily integrity. Currently, I shoot with a Nikon D7100, and my lens of choice is a 1.8 50 millimeter prime, and I absolutely love that combination. It's not the most expensive camera, but it is definitely one that gets the job done. I love the way I love the detail that comes out in the the images with this particular tool. I'm definitely looking to upgrade soon, but this weapon of choice, it has been my selection for the last 4 years now. The type of genre that I like to shoot most, my thing is beauty. I love headshots, but beauty is what inspired me from the beginning, and I still shoot it till today. But it is what inspired me to really want to pick up a camera and to really advance myself within photography. Outside of that, portraiture work, a little bit of fashion, But really, those are the things that I like the most. Those are the things that I really put myself into, and because of that, I think it causes more recognition to my work, and it also brings in more opportunities as far as business. You know, it's the work that actually flatters and grabs the attention of the customer. Well, one of the things I feel that really makes me unique as a photographer is I'm not necessarily trying to mimic others' work. When I started out, it was others' work, you know, different photographers like local photographers such as Jeri and Alan Cooley that really inspired me. And maybe from at the beginning I began to try to, you know, mimic what their work was, but I grew out of that and I was able to really focus in on my own style by paying attention to things that I really like. And really incorporating those things into my photos. One of the things being music. I love shooting music, and there are photos that I have that, you know, that I've done that have a music theme to those. But that's just one of the things that I love that I try to incorporate into my photography. There are others that I will try to you know, incorporate into the photography and produce something that is unique. So I really follow my heart. Follow what I really want to do, are the things that I like when it comes to, you know, bringing out my work and, you know, showing uniqueness. So what do new photographers tend to get hung up on? I think that most new photographers tend to get hung up on the gear aspect of it. A lot of new photographers, they are concerned about having the best gear or the most expensive gear, and what it really comes down to is most of them think that maybe if I have this amazing gear that I'm going to get these perfect and amazing images. But what a lot of new photographers also don't understand is that every amazing photo is planned, and it is a production. It's not just the equipment, it's the lighting, it's the composition, it's the creative thought process that goes into it prior to that. It's having the makeup and the hair and the team come together to birth amazing images. And so if you don't really understand the production process, if you don't understand lighting, if you don't really understand, you know, how to get your own creative vision, then no matter, you can have a, you know, $4,000 camera and you will still never see the results that you're desiring. Okay.
All right, so who are some of the photographers that have influenced you, either locally or you know, people that you read about?
Well, there have definitely been a number of photographers that have inspired me personally. A couple of the photographers here in Atlanta are Alan Cooley and Jeri Blanks. I mean, these guys, the images, when I see the images, it makes me look at my own work and try to figure out how can I do better, or, you know, how can I be more creative. I mean, these guys really, just looking at their photos, it birthed a passion inside of me to want to do better. I will say there's another photographer who has taken quite a bit of interest, who took a big interest in my my business from the beginning. His name is Matthew Odom, and he really inspired me as a businessman when it comes to photography.